Hello there, potential podcast listeners. It's me, Chris Dewar,
And me, Teo Sokol.
and we are your co-hosts of the Potential Podcast, bringing you some new content here on our YouTube channel.
Yes, that's right, Chris. We're very excited. Of course, we want to start off the year with a bang. And so we thought, let's have a little more fun with you guys as we talk about our favorite shows in real time as they are coming out.
And we're starting off with a really exciting one here. WandaVision premiered on Disney Plus last Friday. We got first 2 episodes. This is going to be a 9-episode series. So this is our first big new Marvel thing to come. Not only this year, we had no Marvel last year. We talked about on the podcast. First new Marvel show on Disney Plus. This is a very interesting take purely because of this style of like 50s, 60s sitcom, and there's something mysterious going on. So
yes, especially when we've already established in the MCU with Wanda and Vision, and now being fans and following the 10-year journey of all these films, now we're kind of left, what is happening with these characters? It's a little weird. Let's just say that right off the bat. Even if we knew right off the bat, we saw the trailer, we're like, this looks weird. It's even weirder when you watch it.
it is, and I think fans of the MCU will start off being very confused. Now, this show was marketed this way, though. The show was marketed heavily to be this kind of cheesy sitcom style with something, underlying. There's some kind of problem. So is this a dream state? Is this where they are when they die? A lot of questions we don't know about, because the way that Endgame, finished up, we know the Vision is dead, but we don't, Scarlet Witch didn't die. She
we
came
don't.
back.
We don't know really what happened to her next. So right off the bat, starting with episode 1, it's set kind of in a very I Love Lucy, Leave It to Beaver style comedy, where you have the laugh track, you have them as these very odd married couple, and they're trying to adjust to suburban life. But things are a little off, as we see, obviously because the untrained eye, but something is a little bit of miss, right off the bat, where they start going these weird, wait, where were we? These kind of and I got these Pleasantville vibes, which I really liked.
Yeah, great take. Definitely those moments of they don't know where they came from. They don't know how they got there. And I wonder, the first episode started giving me vibes of this is maybe something Wanda's done on purpose to relive that that goal that she wanted with Vision, was a normal loving relationship.
Yeah, she created this all in her mind. And so, but then as that episode ends, so weird, we're kind of pulled back where you see kind of it's almost Truman Show-esque.
Truman Show, yeah.
People are watching what's going on. So I was kind of like, okay, so is she captured by someone? Is this all in her head? That's how I kind of left with episode 1.
And that symbol, I don't recognize that symbol in any other kind of comic books from what I know, or movies. It was that weird kind of circle with the sword was the symbol. So is this some evil organization that's controlling them? And again, this was it was kind of funny to think of is this the unfaced villain that we don't know about yet?
Yeah.
Again, is this a dream state? What is this? And that was the only tease we got from the first episode.
Well, it's kind of like you think about the kind of the big brother that was kind of supporting the Avengers. We had Shield, and now this is Sword. So.
Oh yeah, that's true though. Very
little
true.
Parallels there.
Now we got an episode 2. It was great that they gave us 2 episodes on the first day. And this one, it was very funny. It was cute. It was the whole idea that they were going to be putting on a magic show for the town.
Very Bewitched style,
Very
especially with that opening.
That cartoon opening was really great. And I love that they show this whole element that Vision tries to have a piece of gum, but it gets stuck in his gears, all animated.
Gumming up the works.
And then he's kind of drunk for the rest of the episode, which it made for, again, great humor. And we have the likes of Catherine Hahn coming in here, who's been, comedy legend by now. She would have fit so well in this time period. She would have been a knockout in the comedy world as that typical, next door neighbor, nosy, has all the innuendos. She's so great in this show. And again, it was this kind of fun, cute episode, again, not much of the what's going on. But then we had this weird moment where they keep thinking there's a noise outside. and this whole joke that Vision's scared of a tree. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
But then we got this guy that came out of the sewer,
Yeah, and
like
the beekeeper
he was a
outfit.
beekeeper, and then she was like,
No.
no, and then reversed everything, and then it was like happy ending.
And
So
then she turns around and she's pregnant.
yeah,
Yeah, which is I was like, okay, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, we're out of the
a
black and white shows.
wonderful world of
I
color.
know. It's like you're out of the Doctor Cinema. It's like Wizard of Oz style. Like, oh, yeah. I was like, okay, now it's starting to
Pick
seem
up.
maybe what's going on with these episodes is each episode is a different style of maybe TV, as we kind of seen in the trailer, where they're different eras of sitcoms. So it's kind of poking fun at TV, which I went watched them a second time, and I kind of like
Mm.
thought, okay, this is what they're doing. I'm enjoying the jokes, but I'm still like, I really want to know what the heck's going on.
And they didn't. Again, it was just these little teases of a bigger picture, of which I'm sure will play out as the episodes continue. So I think it definitely was a fun kind of start and a very like completely different thing we've never seen in the MCU.
Yeah,
Of course, a lot of the movies are funny, but this is just a really specific style we have not seen. And for the first TV show, we've had Marvel TV shows, but for the first Marvel TV show for Disney Plus, a very interesting way to start the year.
it's a very bold take for
And I
sure.
think very bold, and I think they'll definitely build it up for maybe more action and stuff as we get closer to the release of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. So, I mean, it was funny, it was enjoyable. I love the acting, especially seeing like Paul Bettany. You know, I know he's done a few comedies, but I really consider him a very serious British actor, and he was like so funny
He
hamming it
just
up in
just
that Dick
hamming up,
Van Dyke style
especially
way.
the second episode, and I, we don't get a lot of their rapport until like Civil War and Infinity War,
Mhm.
and this is just great because it just proves Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen great chemistry. I'm just loving their
Great
banter.
chemistry. Great dynamic duo, and they really fit like in this world, and some great side characters. So definitely excited to see the rest of WandaVision, see how it's going to play out.
Mhm.
I think Kevin Feige and MCU, they're definitely being like, let's go for a bold move here. Let's not do the same old same old. We got to mix it up. So I think it's going to lead up to something that's going to be very eye opening. And
And we're going to see how it's going to play into obviously the MCU universe of the movies, because there is going to
because
be
her she's going to be in Doctor Strange too,
yeah.
so she might have the whole opening to the parallel universes and the multiverse. So definitely excited to see what happens next on WandaVision. So we'll be back next week with another review of episode 3. I think by now it's just going to be one off every week.
Yeah, that's correct.
So thanks for listening today, and remember to check out our podcast, the Potential Podcast, which you can find wherever podcasts are found.
Exactly. And also follow us on the social medias. We're on Instagram, Facebook. Check out our Twitter. And you can email us at potentialpodcast@yahoo.com. And we're going to provide you some more fun entertainment, news, pop culture, and of course, your favorite nerds right here, Chris and Taylor.
That's us. So thanks for listening today, and we'll catch you guys next week. WandaVision.